Hello and welcome to the virtual open house for the Hays County Transportation Plan. The county is updating its transportation plan, and before we get too far along in the process of identifying needed improvements and priorities, we want to hear from the community who lives and travels our roads regularly about the transportation challenges they see and have. The purpose of this open house is to share background information and to get your feedback. You can pause the presentation and navigate forward or backward at any point. Exhibits and a survey are available on the website hayestransportationplan.com. The county is updating its transportation plan to identify needed improvements. The last plan was adopted in 2013 and amended in 2016. As you have probably noticed, so much has changed since then. More people are moving to Hays County than ever before, and road congestion is continuing to increase. To develop the plan, many factors will be considered, including projected growth, current and projected levels of congestion, community input, needed improvements and connections that increase mobility and to help you get around, not only in the county, but in and out of the county as well. The needs of communities in the county as identified in their transportation plans. There are several entities that are responsible for developing different aspects of the county transportation system. This includes the county, cities, CARTS, the transit provider, TxDOT, and Campo, who coordinates federal funding for the region. The updated plan will be a tool to help identify and implement short and long-term projects, preserve right-of-way, and collaborate with regional partners to guide our future transportation over the next 20 years. Work on the plan began this summer and started with collecting available data, such as current travel patterns and growth projections. We have been visiting with different groups, including emergency services, school districts, and neighboring cities and counties to learn about their transportation priorities and plans. We are now hosting the first virtual open house to collect input on transportation needs and priorities from you. Then, we will use all the information we have to start developing a plan. Later this year, we will present the draft plan for community feedback. We will use this feedback to revise and finalize the plan and present it to the Commissioners Court for approval and adoption in late 2020 or early 2021. Let's take a look at some of the background information we are starting with, including who lives in Hays County. In 2015, the population of Hays County was 180,000 people. This number is expected to grow to 244,000 by 2025, and by 2045, the population is expected to more than triple with a projected population of 694,000. That would be 500,000 more people in Hays County than there are today. The highest population increases are expected near Dripping Springs and in San Marcos. In looking at the 2014 to 2018 census data for a deeper understanding of who lives in Hays County, we learned that the average household size is 2.78 people. The median age of those living in the county is 31. Household income is just under $70,000, and median home value is $222,000. We also learned that mean travel time to work is 31 minutes. We also took a look at where employment growth was projected to occur, based on data from the Campo 2045 plan. In 2015, there were 90,000 jobs in the county. This is projected to grow to 122,000 by 2025, and in 2045 to 320,000 jobs. This data shows a 255% increase in employment by the year 2045. With such significant increases in population and employment come significant increases in the demand for additional transportation capacity to keep people moving safely and efficiently. Here is information on reported crashes in the county. From 2010 to 2020, there were more than 30,000 crashes reported, including 4,800 possible injuries and more than 200 deaths. Safety is a priority for the county, and while we may not be able to prevent all crashes, there are improvements that can be made to help. As we prepared the transportation plan, we also considered current and projected road congestion. We utilized the Campo 2045 plan data, and here we show traffic trends for the county during evening peak times. Generally, dark green is good. This is referred to level of service A, or free traffic flow. As it transitions to light green, yellow, then red, it gets worse, with a level of service F, characterized as stop-and-go heavy congestion. You can see the projected changes from 2015 to 2025 and then 2045. As you can see, the level of service is projected to get worse with population growth and more cars on the road. With such significant increases in population and employment come significant increases in the demand for additional transportation capacity. And levels of congestion and crashes throughout the transportation system help to emphasize the need to keep people moving safely and efficiently. As you consider how well the transportation system meets your needs and what types of improvements you think the county should consider and work on with its transportation partners, we want to tell you a little bit about how we currently use the system. We took a look at commuting data, or how people get around in the county, and found that 78% of people drive alone, 10% carpool, 7% work from home, and 4% either walked, used public transport, or other means. Additionally, in Hays County, 29% of households have one vehicle per household, 43% of the population have 2 vehicles per household, 25% have 3 or more cars, and 3% are zero-car households. Thank you for taking the time to review the background data that we have collected to help inform the transportation plan. As you have seen, we have a lot to plan for. Before we start identifying needs and potential projects in the plan, we want to hear from you. What are your priorities for travel? Are there specific intersections or roads that need improvements? How do you think your travel will change in the future? While we recognize that travel has changed with the COVID-19 pandemic, please share your opinions based on your experience over the last year and consider the future. We hope you will take a moment to take our survey and share your thoughts. You can also submit comments and questions by email, mail, voicemail, or text. All of the contact information shown here is available on the project website, hayestransportationplan.com, or call 512-400-4297. The comment period is open through October 10th. Public comments received will be used as the plan is developed. Later this year, we will share a draft of the plan for your feedback once again. Thank you for your interest in transportation in Hays County and for taking the time to watch this video.